Someone needs to tell Ethan that the majority of us grew up with John as our Green Lantern, and we don't care about Hal.
Yeah, consider me told. But if you're enjoying this content, please hit that like and subscribe button. We need you here. It's like Tony Soprano said, like, how come every piss I take's got to be a news story? Yeah, kind of. Welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I am Ethan Van Sciver, 29-year veteran of the comic book industry. 20 of those years were spent at DC Comics, and the majority of the time that I spent at DC Comics, I was working on revitalizing the Green Lantern franchise, which had faltered due to, I think, some rather dull efforts by some rather dull creators. Take your pick. Green Lantern had kind of just slid from the 1990s when it was doing really well. It was at its peak. It just kind of, I don't know, collapsed in on itself, and it wasn't doing very well. They hired me and Jeff Johns to do something called Green Lantern Rebirth and bring back Hal Jordan, and it was very, very, very successful indeed. That it actually made the Green Lantern franchise the second most popular DC franchise, just behind Batman. So yeah, it was great. These were good, heady times. So of course the Green Lantern movie kind of slowed all that to a halt, unfortunately. That was weird. I still haven't seen that movie all the way through. I've watched like the first 40 minutes of it, and I just quit. I'm like, oh, this is just awful. I like Ryan Reynolds. I like him as an actor. He just wasn't meant to be Green Lantern. Anyway, some people every now and then do ask my opinion about current Green Lantern events, as it were, and somebody on Twitter did say, have you seen the trailer to Beware My Power? They showed me the trailer. This is a new animated movie that's coming out based on Jon Stewart, and I love Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart, to me, was an early challenge to make him stand out and above the other Green Lanterns. I wanted to make him classy. I wanted to make him kind of conservative in dress and demeanor. I wanted to make him a thinker. I wanted to make him somebody who I actually wanted to visually represent who he was and the intricacies of his planning and thinking in his constructs by making his constructs transparent so that you could see every rivet, every detail. I mean, he's an architect as well as a Marine, so I wanted to show that he thinks through his constructs are actual constructs. He constructs them. They're not just illusions. So anyway, it was listen, it worked great, and I really think we added quite a bit to Jon Stewart. I liked drawing him. And so when I watched this trailer, I was initially pleased. You can see what my response is down here. Looks like fun, say I. And that's how I felt. I watched it, and it was neat to see some of the other DC characters in there, like Ollie, Green Arrow, behaving kind of like Green Arrow. Hawkgirl was in it, and others. And it was just kind of, I don't know, it reminded me of DC Comics via the time when I worked there, and Dan DiDio was shepherding the Justice League, taking care of these characters. It felt familiar to me, so it felt very, very nice. But my reaction to this, which was just a terse, quick, looks like fun. I don't want to go in on stuff like this. I mean, I tell you the truth, I don't really care that much. But my reaction to this received a reaction back from some fans that just said, this is terrible. This isn't Green Lantern, not at all. Which prompted me to take a second look and actually be a little bit more detailed in my comments. I'm happy to just dismiss this whole thing as, yeah, it looks like a good time. Yeah, look at this. Did somebody sense my sarcasm? I wasn't being sarcastic at all. I mean, that's funny. I'm very direct about, you know, how I how I feel about this. If I'm dismissive, it's not sarcasm. It's just, yeah, it looks fine. All right, so let me be honest. I gotta say, I'm displeased about Sinestro's fake symbol and the fact that his core aren't anyone I created. In fact, you know, if you look at the core, first of all, let's take a look at this symbol here. You can see it here very clearly. What is this? Oh, is this like maybe this is a Green Lantern symbol? I'm not really sure what it is. somebody pointed out that maybe it's a Green Lantern symbol. That's interesting, because it's not interesting. Hold on a second. First of all, he looks all right here. He looks a little too young. Looks kind of gay, I guess, but that's all right. I mean, that's where we're going. The symbol for the Sinestro Corps was created by me. It was created and designed by me. I got it from Parallax, the original Parallax designed by Darryl Banks. As you can see here, Todd McFarlane's just put out a great-looking action figure for Walmart of the original. Boy, that really looks like Kyle Rayner. It really doesn't look like Hal Jordan. What is this? Hold on a minute. This is Kyle Rayner, Parallax, is it not? Where's his white, like, gray stripes here? What the hell is this? Does it say, it just says Multiverse Parallax. All right, I'm going to give this a thumbs down for those reasons. You know, fear has made Hal's hair turn white on the side, Todd. You can't ignore that. Anyway, this is where I got the symbol from. Very clearly, I just pulled it from the Parallax uniform. Jeff decided that Hal Jordan had been infected by an entity called Parallax and wanted a symbol that was associated with Parallax and the Yellow Lanterns and all of that stuff, the color of fear. And I just took it off the chest. As you can see, here's a circle. Here we go up here. And then these sweeping kind of designs here. This isn't quite right, Todd. It isn't quite. I mean, it looks cool, but it isn't quite right. This should actually bow downwards and then come up. And that's where the symbol is. It's actually hidden. If you blur your eyes, you can see the Sinestro Corps symbol hidden in his chest there. So, yeah. That makes me sad that they didn't use that. I don't really know why. I also noticed that his core members weren't anyone that I created, which means that probably I won't get royalties. Now, should I be paranoid about this? I mean, you guys tell me. Is this a cause for paranoia? Do you think they actually made Sinestro and his Sinestro Corps more generic in order to avoid paying me royalties? Just pay me, guys. Stop it. Use my stuff. It's great. And just pay me anyway. I mean, you're only hurting yourselves and the fans because this other stuff sucks. I said that kind of sucks. Also, this is important here. Why is Jon Stewart the star of this movie? In the movie, it's because Hal is dead. All right. DC Comics, you've got to stop doing this. You've got to stop doing this. I mean, the whole Batwoman TV show, which was utter garbage. I mean, just a trash bag of stupid and terrible ideas and feminist posturing. Batman is dead, so we have to take over. All right, look, Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart are friends, and they're, you know, the idea that the only reason Jon Stewart would be relevant or necessary or we could have stories about Jon Stewart as a Green Lantern is because Hal's out of the way, he's dead, is insulting. I think it works counterintuitively to what you're trying to say here. You're trying to put the focus on Jon Stewart, but in order to do that, you're behaving like the MCU back in its SJW days, where in order to introduce all of these new diverse characters, you had to kill off all the originals. So where's Tony Stark? He's dead. Where's the Hulk? He's dead. Where are all of these characters? Oh, they're dead, so that we could replace them with these soy-based fake fraudsters. Now, Jon Stewart is no soy-based fake fraudster. He's been around for a long time in the Green Lantern Corps. The Green Lantern Corps, of course, is an intergalactic police force. It can have unlimited numbers of members. And you can tell a story about Jon Stewart without barely even mentioning Hal Jordan in any way. It's not necessary to announce that he's dead. That immediately makes this story fake, because Hal Jordan isn't dead, is he? So that's stupid. The plot makes me nauseous. People who push that whole thing, they have to kill other characters to put in new characters. I find that to be a mistake. I find that to be insulting, and I find it to be unpleasant and not fun. As far as Jon Stewart's presence and the rest of the JLA, I give it 100%. Jon Stewart's attitude as depicted in the cartoon is great. The rest of the JLA looks great. Look at this sarcasm, because it's absolute shit. I mean, it isn't absolute. You know, you'll have to tell me why it's absolute shit. To me, it's just, you know, it's pretty good. It's okay. Sinestro's yellow lantern symbol was noticeably altered to make it look more like a standard lantern logo. It's hard to get a glimpse of the trailer, but that's not the biggest elephant in the room. Stewart steps into the picture after Hal is killed in a battle with Sinestro that laid the Corps and Oa asunder. So many people are laying the Corps and Oa asunder. I'm sorry, I just hit my own camera here out of disgust and anger and fury. One of the things that I told Jeff Johns when we came on Green Lantern, I said I never ever want to see I don't want to see the destruction of Oa anymore. It's really boring. It's tiresome. Can we please have some stability and let's destroy other things instead? And the other thing I didn't want to see is I didn't want to see Hal Jordan like throwing his ring on the ground and being like, "That's it, I quit. I'm not a Green Lantern." Can't stand that nonsense. It's no fun. It's a real downer. And Hal Jordan would never quit. He has no fear. These guys are chosen specifically because of their qualities of character that would never allow them to quit this duty once they took it on. So I said, please don't do that ever again. All right, yeah. So I'm displeased about that. What else does this say? Oh yeah, here's the symbol. You know, like I said, you can see the collar here. You can see that. And you can see, you know, that's the Sinestro Corps symbol. And by the way, everybody loves it. People were wearing it on T-shirts, and Sinestro wears it on his chest and an armband, which, interestingly enough, I believe the animated series version still wears those armbands. All right, yeah. Having spent more than a decade in charge of the character's art, Ethan Van Sciver knows Green Lantern very well. He's also the creator of enduring characters like Parallax, the monster Parallax, not the guy Parallax, not the infected version of Hal Jordan. That's Daryl Banks. But I did create the yellow fear cricket, as we call it, and Jessica Cruz, and won an Eisner for his pencils and inks on the Sinestro Corps story. Untrue, just nominated. But I was happy to be nominated in this case. It was my only Eisner nomination for this issue right here. So I'm forever an Eisner loser, but I mean, I got nominated for an Eisner Award for doing one issue of Green Lantern, so other people, my haters, can suck it. I mean, that's a phenomenal accomplishment. All right, so what can I say about this? Look, to me, I'm happy to see them making more Green Lantern content. I'm happy to see that it resembles in some way the stuff that Jeff Johns and I did. That's neat. On the other hand, yeah, like, you know, my complaints I think are pretty valid. This chest symbol means nothing. You know, it's generic. Unless it is like meant to be a Green Lantern symbol, that's so he's still wearing the Green Lantern symbol, but you know, he's wearing his uniform is yellow, so that doesn't make any sense. All right, I don't care. Let me know. I'm not going to get too angry about this. It's none of my business, and we're too busy winning in indies. But these guys, DC Comics, Marvel, the mainstream, can't stop tripping over themselves. Thanks, everyone. You know what? Let me just say something. A couple of things before I end. First of all, a couple of newcomers, quite a few newcomers, are like, "Why don't you use OBS? Why are you filming your iPad? You know, when are you going to step it up?" Now, I have OBS. I have made OBS videos. I've made StreamYard's recorded videos like everybody else does. But they're not as good. There's something authentic to me, and I think some of the early fans kind of agree about yelling at the iPad. I'm not yelling this time. This video is actually kind of pleasant. But yelling at the iPad and using my blue line, my non-photo blue pencil to, you know, this is called the pencil of scorn for my longtime subscribers. I don't know if I ever want to change it because it's just funny to me. It's, you know, it's so cheap, and it really is about what I'm saying and not necessarily the special effects on the screen. The other thing I want to say is thank you guys so much for being subscribers. We're currently on a march towards 150,000 subscribers. And we're making progress every single day. Boy, if you have not subscribed yet, would you do me the honor of joining this channel? Would you subscribe to this channel and ring the bell for notifications and be a part of this family, of the Comic Artist Pro Secrets family. I'd love to have you here. Please continue to interact with the videos. Leave me your comments. I read them all, even the ones that curse me out, in the comment section below. Like the video, share the video, and help me push past YouTube's shadow banning of this channel. I mean, we're hidden in the algorithm. We just are. They want to suppress the message, not this particular message. Hal Jordan shouldn't be dead. I think that would have been fine with YouTube. But our basic message, which is that indie comics have to take over and supplant the mainstream, because the mainstream of the comic book industry and most avenues of pop culture are corrupt now. So YouTube doesn't want that message getting out, and I completely get it. But we have to defeat that algorithm. So please like this video, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and I want you all to have a great day. I love you all. Thank you so much for being a part of this channel, and I'll see you again soon with another video. Bye.
The All Caps Comics eBay store is live for all of your non-soy comic book needs. Whether it's CYBERFROG, Starblades, or Rainbow the Brute, ask for it in all caps. Check out the link in the description below. Hey, come follow me on Twitter, @EthanVanSkyver.